Gratitude and mindfulness have become buzzwords recently, but for an Indian, they are an intrinsic health issues, financial issues. And at the same time, as a seeker, we want to be spiritual.
I think it is just prioritize it. And prioritizing means taking some time out every day on a daily basis to evolve ourselves spiritually. And that spiritually also means not according to what we feel and think is right, not according to what the majority of the people say. Not like that. Because 10,000 people are doing this, it must be right. That's not true. So if our spirituality, first of all, prioritizing it, keeping a time fixed and not giving it up. Not that when we feel like doing it, we'll do it. Thirdly, spirituality, our spirituality, if it is not a qualified guru who talks on the basis of scriptures, not on the basis of what his mind tells him. So if our spirituality is based on scriptures, then it's very easy to advance, prioritize things, understand. So this is something that we need to do. We have to take time.
There is no connection between the two. I think both can happen simultaneously. Secondly, historically we've had the Gurukul system in India. And we in fact are so lucky and so blessed because the exposure just comes naturally. Everyone around us is somehow spiritually attuned. So it's just natural for our kids to fall into this. And of course, as parents, we need to be very careful. We are the number one influence in a child's life. And if we start from home, I think that's a great step to begin. Secondly, even if the kid is going to an Ivy League school or wherever, which is great for the child's exposure, etc., etc., a spiritual balance can happen regardless. In my opinion.
Totally agree to you, Kajal. And I personal experience, my father used to read me the Gita when I was a child, and the first books which I got was Twinkle comics, which had stories about, I don't know how authentic they were, but I know the stories of Mahabharata and the Indian scriptures. But like Prabhuji said, be very careful. Whatever you're reading and teaching your kids have to come directly from the scriptures or from people like him, who basically read from the scriptures and explain. So yes, we have to start from home. So that comes to my next question. Prabhuji, religion and spirituality, are they interchangeable according to you?
Religion and spirituality is synonymous. So religion means dharma, our true duty. Dharma does not mean Hinduism, Christianity, Islam. Dharma means our eternal duty, constitutional position. To love God, to serve God, that is religion. Just like the nature of sugar is to be sweet. That's the dharma of sugar. Nature of water is to be liquid. That is the dharma of water. Similarly, dharma of each living entity is to love God, to serve God. And at no point we can give it up. And spirituality is a set of practices to realize this goal. So both complete each other. They are not independent. They are interrelated, interconnected. Spirituality is a set of practices to realize our true religion. So I am spiritual but not religious, the latest fashion. So you can't be spiritual without being religious. In the sense, so religion means, in one sense, when people say I'm spiritual but not religious, mostly what they want to say is, oh, they don't follow any rituals, they're not connected, they don't follow any path, but they have a label. I'm also spiritual. I do things my way. That's not true spirituality. In any field, when we want to learn something, we go to a teacher. If everything could be done the way we like, why do you send your children to schools? Why do we need somebody who wants to learn football? There are coaches who teach you according to ancient techniques. Cricket, in any field, there is a teacher required from an authorized institution that gives weight to what we learn. Similarly, that same teacher in spirituality is known as Guru. And there is an institution. Now we can exercise our discrimination power to choose the right institution, right Guru. And that's what we need to do. And not just go with the majority. Or somebody is so famous, somebody is a good orator. That doesn't define a spiritualist. It's the purity of the heart. So there we can exercise our power of discrimination. And then there's no way we can call ourselves spiritual and advance spiritually without taking shelter of a bona fide Guru. Independent mindset is something that we need to give up, because that's why disciple, discipline, they are synonymous. Who needs discipline? One who is acting whimsically. And we all act whimsically. So then there is a Guru who teaches, this is not right, this is not to be done. So he brings discipline into our life. Just like schools bring discipline into our life. Teachers bring discipline. So उसी तरह से. So spirituality and religion, they are synonymous. They are not independent of each other. They have to go hand in hand. Hare Krishna.
Kajal, I have a question. If the audience still don't have questions, you do? Okay, I'll
If anyone
just...
has any question, please feel free to ask.
I'm going to ask one question to Kajal, that your upbringing in your home, did it affect you spiritually and being connected to a religion? Your upbringing at your home?
Yes, absolutely. My family has always been spiritual, religious. As Prabhuji said, it's one and the same thing. My family has always exposed my sister and me to the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. We've had sessions at home. My grandparents have always performed pujas. So we've seen it, and it's been a part of our life ever since we were growing up. And I think that has played a major role in my life. And I'd like to carry that forth for my to-be baby.
Any questions?
Prabhuji, in recent times now,
Kajal ma'am, we all know your mom to be, and what is the first thing you will teach to your son or a daughter as a part of spiritual life? What is the first thing you will teach them?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Excellent. Thank you.
Beautiful gift you can give to transform a life. Again, these are about saints who are normal mortals like us. They have changed their lives, they have gone through sufferings like us, and yet attained divinity. So we can too. So thank you so much.
I think I and Kajal ji both will sign. So you can take her autograph also. I thought, why not just both of us sign? If anybody has a book, we'll do that together. Hare Krishna. And thank you all very, very much for coming. And please do keep sharing this book with others. This is about our spirit. So there are books kept outside. You can have your copies, not copy. Last words.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for having me here. Thank you so much. It was wonderful chatting with all of you. And I have read the book, and I urge all of you to read it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you. You speak.
Prabhuji, you also have to say.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am, good to see you. You have came here for this wonderful event. What do you want to say about it?
Well, I'd like to say that I consider myself very blessed, very fortunate to be to have Prabhuji as my mentor, my guide, and also a friend. This is a wonderful book, Icons of Grace, written by Prabhuji, which I have read. It speaks about the lives of 21 very illustrious saints of our country, and it's a book which truly motivates you to be more devotional, just through the lives of all these wonderful people. And yeah, Prabhuji, it's an amazing book. Thank you for sharing this with us.
And ma'am, what was the best part of this book? If you want to speak something about related to this book, what was the best part?
I think all the stories which were very inspirational, they were pretty much an eye-opener. There were a lot of saints that I personally did not know about. Of course, the popular ones, Mirabai ji and Sant Tukaram, we all have heard about, we've studied about them ever since we were little, but there were a lot of saints that we had not heard about, and their lives are just so beautiful. And Prabhuji has explained about their lives and their devotion beautifully.
So, Prabhuji, what do you want to say about the book? Why you want youth people to read this book?
See, this is India is known for spirituality.
Yeah.
But the thing is, people have forgotten those who have given this spiritual culture to us. So this is a book which reminds us of our spiritual legacy. And at the younger level, this book is specially I'm targeting the youth, because that's where we need to preserve our spiritual heritage. And if spiritual culture, spiritual foundation is lost, then all kinds of problems pop up in our life, especially dealing with the mental health challenges. So if they can learn to connect with the divine through the stories mentioned in the book, the saints, automatically that will be taken care of, and simultaneously we'll end up preserving our spiritual legacy, because this is India's greatest wealth. And even till date, people look up to India when it comes to spirituality. So they are running towards India, but we end up running towards the West. So it's just an attempt to bring them back to their roots. If they're strongly rooted in their spiritual culture, they'll be able to scale heights in their life.
And as we all know, your mom to be, what is the first thing you want to teach your kid, and what is the first thing, if we see India, what is the first temple you would like to visit?
Wow, there are so many temples. It's difficult to answer this one. I have been going to temples all my life, and well, the first would definitely be the ISKCON Mandir at Chapati, because it's closest to my house, and Prabhuji is there, and he'll obviously bless my baby. And the first thing that I'd like to teach my child, I guess I'd put my child to sleep on the Maha Mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would make that a part of my baby's life
Thank you
from
so
a
much.
very young age on.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.